the NFL award ceremony happened, and everybody got their awards and all that. Most people who won were kind of expected, uh, but there was one person who kind of shocked a lot of people, even shocked me when I first heard it. But Aaron Donald won Defensive Player of the Year. Did TJ Watt get robbed? Because that's the big story right now. Because JJ Watt put out a tweet that said, quote, Aaron Donald is an absolutely incredible player. I love watching him play, and he's headed to the Hall of Fame without a question. This has nothing to do with Donald personally. This is me saying what my brother won't. TJ played one less game and still led the NFL in every major category. And he posted a chart of the statistics of TJ Watt and Aaron Donald. And TJ Watt has 12 more tackles. He has about 2 more sacks. He has about 12 more tackles for loss, 13 more pressures, almost double the quarterback hits. He's losing to Aaron Donald in forced fumbles, 2-4, but he's beating out Aaron Donald in pass deflections, which is 7-1, and interceptions 1-0. So did TJ Watt get robbed?
I was surprised when I first saw the announcement as well. I was shocked. My person was Xavier Howard. I understand that he did. I understand why he didn't get it. I was more understanding like if TJ Watt got it, but obviously Aaron Donald, he won. Uh, at first, I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie, but then I started looking more into it, and I got a lot more context behind why Aaron Donald won. And I, I don't think TJ Watt was robbed anymore. At first I did when I just looked at the stats because I saw I think you sent me that tweet from Watt, or I saw it somewhere. But I looked at the numbers and I was like, man, statistically, like Watt had a better year. But then I realized Watt didn't have to do as much as Donald did, if that makes any sense. I
Yeah.
was looking up some.
Watt's numbers, you're right. I do kind of agree with you on this. Watt's numbers are from an edge rushing. He's an edge rusher, and Aaron
Mhm.
Donald is on the line. Now,
Yeah,
sometimes he gets
interior.
sometimes he gets sometimes he gets put out on the outside, but that's only occasionally. But for the most part, Aaron Donald got these numbers on the line, on the interior.
Yeah. My thing is, both these guys are respective leaders on top five defenses. I mean, they both led their defenses to where they are right now. I'm not going to discredit either one of them in that aspect, but I was looking up some things and I found out that Aaron Donald is double teamed around 70% of the snaps he plays. In 2019, he was double teamed 65%. 2020, he was doubled 70.5%. And TJ Watt is one of the least. I mean, on as an edge rusher. Oh my gosh, edge rusher. Excuse me.
There you go.
Long day. It was a long day. TJ Watt is one of the least double teamed edge rushers. JJ Watt actually was the most double teamed on off the edge. Um, and then even on his team, like he wasn't the most double teamed. It was actually Bud Dupree who was. Bud Dupree's getting double teamed was which led to Watt getting so much, off the edge because for him he won most of his pass rushes according to Next Gen Stats. But at the same time, like I said, he was already one of the least double teamed in that aspect. And when Bud Dupree went down in week 13, the team's pass rushes, the pass rush actually got worse. When he went out, the team averaged less than 3 sacks per game, which when he's healthy, the team has never went under 3 sacks per game. Um, and then I also saw the decrease in QB hits from TJ Watt after Bud Dupree went out. He combined for 4 QB hits from week 14 to 16, because obviously week 17 he didn't play because that was when all the starters pretty much sat out. But to get some context, in week 8 alone, he had 5 QB hits against the Ravens. So, you know, I'm seeing it all, and it's like TJ Watt, he had a great season, but Aaron Donald, with context, had a much better season. I mean, because Aaron Donald, another thing I forgot to mention, as an interior lineman, Aaron Donald was the most double teamed, obviously. 70% is unreal. But he also was the most winningest, interior lineman when it came to his pass rushes. So when you put all that together and you watch him play, it's unreal. Like, if you watch the film, the dude is a monster. The dude got triple teamed in the playoffs against the Seahawks, and they still end up getting a sack on Russell Wilson. Like, the guy is unreal. So for me, yes, statistically, his season wasn't as impressive, but with context, when you see it all like as a whole, I always keep telling people, stats tell half the story. You have to watch the games. You have to watch the film. Aaron Donald, as crazy as it seemed like, Aaron Donald definitely, Aaron Donald definitely was a defensive player of the year.
Amen. Yeah, I totally agree. When I first heard it, I was actually like legitimately shocked because Aaron Donald really wasn't much in the discussion. Everywhere it was just kind of everyone was saying, it's between TJ Watt and Xavier Howard. But Aaron Donald just kind of snuck in, and he did actually have the sneaky better season. TJ Watt, I still wish he had won it, just because I want him to get one of those under his belt. But you can't say Aaron Donald didn't deserve it, and you can't really say TJ Watt got robbed, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're both great players, but you got to think of it like this way. TJ Watt is a generational talent. That's a big compliment. But Aaron Donald is probably one of the best defensive linemen we've seen ever to play the game. Like, he's just steps above TJ. All love to TJ Watt. He'll get it eventually. I know he will. He's a great player. But, Aaron Donald, he got it this year. And for me, I wouldn't say there's no debate, but it makes sense. It definitely makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, every year at this point, it just feels like it's Aaron Donald's award to lose.
Yeah, I agree.